Hi, I'm Pete, and welcome to Just a Few Acres Farm. I am taking off a hydraulic cylinder. It is about 45 degrees out today, cloudy, a little bit windy. It's definitely cooled down from the last few days. Here we are. Tis the season. I guess that combine is starting in on the field next door, directly north of us. This is the same cylinder that was on this plow to begin with. Wow. I took it off to put it on the haybine. Now it's going back on the plow for now. There he goes, taking the soybeans off the headlands. This is my backup haybine. It's a 990 7-foot cut. I pulled it in here for safekeeping. Hits for now. You ain't gotta go far. Here are my current thoughts on plowing that field that I've cleared off. It's going to plow hard. It's had grass and alfalfa and pasture on it for 25 years. And the soil may be dry right through, so I'm planning on a tough pull. I'd like to use this plow mainly because I think it'll cut the best, turn the soil the deepest, and I'm thinking I'm going to hook it up behind the 756 because that's sure to have enough power to pull it. It's a John Deere plow, but I don't mind. I remember it plowing really well when I was a kid. Well, you know, just cooperate, will ya? Yeah. And these are carriage bolts. I'll probably replace them. And repack the wheel bearings. I got some play in there. I'm putting some work into this plow because I don't think it's a one and done. I don't think it's this field and done. I think I'll use it in the future. Yeah, same. Just needs to be tightened up, I think. Hey, Hillary's home. That means we can do something here that I needed her help for. First starts with these. Oh, let's see. I know I got some shorties in here. This, of course, is what remains of one of the pig pastures. So, if you walk that way, behind the trailer. Okay. Does that look like a good corner?
I think it does, yeah.
And the right, like here?
Yeah. I got it.
That's 40?
Yeah.
You need to come. We've got 40 feet between this stake and that stake way over there at the edge of the lawn. And we'll go 60 feet this way. Feet out, make an arc. Now, Hill, if you can take the tape and go over to the second post that we set. Measure the diagonal to 72 foot 1 3/8, which is right there. 72 foot 1 3/8 is the hypotenuse of a 60-40 right triangle. Now that we have a right triangle consisting of 3 stakes, we can take the 40 foot and find the 4th corner someplace on this line. Then we measure the 60 foot side to determine where the 4th corner is along the line that I made for the 40 foot side. It's like a safari. And check the last side to make sure we're still at 40. Right there. We just laid out a 60 foot by 40 foot rectangle, kind of slanted from the orthogonal. What do you think of it, Hill?
I think it's okay.
It's kind of close.
It is, but you know, I think it's a good place to put it because then you'll be central to everything.
I just wonder about turning it orthogonal like this. I don't know. I'll get in here with the excavator and grub all this out, and then maybe we can see better.
I think that's a good idea, yeah.
You can see the corner there. There's a corner over there, and then our driveway is right there. still has a little bit of air in it. Beats were really glued to the rims. I would have been pounding on it with a beat breaker for a long time. Look at this one. The steel belt is glued to the rim inside here still, and the tire came apart. That's gonna be fun. Ought to be easy to get it off the tire now though. Glued. I have a feeling that this steel belt is going to be a pain because the steel on these things is really hard. Let's try a sort of sharp chisel first. No, cut some of them. It's coming. Yeah. Oh, look at that! I thought the whole thing would be glued on. I love it. I'm just going to paint one of these rims up today. I'll do the other two off camera. This is a needle scaler that I was using, which is good for taking off scale, that chunky rust, and getting into little crevices. I'm going to paint it John Deere yellow, Rust-Oleum. Definitely not a Cadillac paint job. I just I want to get it looking nice from 30 feet away, I guess. Rust-Oleum covers really well. I'm always impressed with it. At least it's sunny out today. Good morning. What plant should you always watch out for? An ambush. Ambush. Oh, let's look in here. I let the rim dry overnight. Looks pretty good for a spray can job. Let's see what these wheel bearings look like. Washer. What's going on here? Well, why won't you come out? There we go. Well, come off there. She seems to be a little stuck. Blunt chisel. Seal. Gummy grease. I think I'd be better off just take this tail wheel off entirely because something's going on here. I'm not sure what without a parts catalog. Oh, what did I get myself into? That's frozen in there. Okay. This cotter pin's got to pull out and it's rusted tight. Maybe it's not. Oh, the cotter pin gods are smiling on me today. Oh, good. Oh, no. No. I brought this one inside to beat on it. Or get the inner bearing off. She's coming. Since we're in the shop, let me show you this. David Richards, my machinist, went through the head for the International truck, and he did an awesome job. Cleaned all the rust out of it, put new intake valves in it, reused the exhaust valves. It's all ready to go. Planed it off. So when the engine block machining gets done, we'll be ready to put it all together. I know I'm going to have to order new seals at the very least, so I'll grease up these spindles for safekeeping outside. There is absolutely nothing like the smell of old grease. I wonder if they make a perfume that smells like that. This is a Stoddard solvent-based solution that I have in here. It's not a water-based one. I get it at Tractor Supply, and it seems to work really well. I think it causes cancer in California, this stuff. Yeah. But only if you're in California. At least that's what the label on the can says. Here's everything cleaned up. The bearings are strange. I sorted them, these three and these three. So if I take one of each, they're all Timken bearings. And from what I can see, they are the same number. One's got it printed on the top here, and then the other set's got them printed on the bottom. As far as I can tell, eyeballing them, they're exactly the same. Diameters, heights. And the number is the same, except I can't read that. So I'm a little baffled, but none of them look too bad. This is a plow, so it's not a vehicle. It's not going to be going 60 miles an hour. They seem all right. And the races are okay too. You can see there's some dark area on that, but I can't feel anything with my fingernail. I think they're fine for this application. And here are the shreds of seals. There was a metal piece in each one and then a rubber piece. Gonna need new ones of those. I'm at a stopping point. I have tires and tubes coming tomorrow. Put those on, put them back on the plow. I'll order seals for the wheel bearings, put those back together, and then we'll go from there. I've got some other stuff to fix on this. I absolutely love this kind of work. Taking something that's old, unused, abandoned, and making it useful again is where it's at. And historically on farms around here, it was where it's at. To make a living as a farmer, you didn't go out and buy something new every time you needed something once in a great while. You either went down the road and you borrowed it from neighbors if you didn't need it all that often, or if you needed it more, you'd find it used, maybe in a fence row, bring it out, make it useful again. It was the key to staying profitable when we first started our small farm. You know, we couldn't go out and buy all new stuff. We found old stuff and made it work again. So it's a traditional farming ideal for me, and it's something I love to do, which makes it great. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.